Says we're back again already. Filip Hrgovic has just beaten Mori in the first 2 minutes of the fight. And yeah, I mean, I even made a video on this beforehand, before the fight was on. One absolute joke of a fight. Yeah, so Filip Hrgovic wins in the first minute. Well, in the first 2 minutes, basically. It's an absolute joke of a fight, to be fair. Hrgovic was even getting hit with some big bombs, not moving his head at all. Hrgovic taking no risks as the #1 mandatory challenger, unlike what Joshua and Wilder are doing later on tonight, taking big risks, and Daniel Dubois as well, taking big risks. Filip Hrgovic, who's a top contender in the and the mandatory in the IBF, is fighting was just fighting 41-year-old Mark Mori, wins inside 2 minutes as Mark Mori's turning his head when he's getting punched by Hrgovic. And the thing is about Hrgovic is that he was getting hit with some big bombs as well at times. None of them really phased Hrgovic, but Hrgovic just was so easy to hit for Mark Mori, and Mark Mori was actually able to get in at some points. But no, every time Mark Mori got hit, it was basically turning his head away from Hrgovic. Basically the same as what happened in that Mark Mori-David Haye fight, basically. The exact same. It was an absolute shambles and joke of a fight. First of all, Hrgovic, after watching that, it didn't go long, and yes, Hrgovic won in the first 2 minutes. I'm still not impressed by Filip Hrgovic whatsoever. If he fights AJ, if he fights Wilder, if he fights Wilder, he'll lose in the first round or something, Hrgovic. If he fights AJ, he could lose. If he fights AJ beats him really early on as well. Honestly, Hrgovic is not great. I'm not gonna lie. He is not anything special whatsoever. He gets hit too much. I know Hrgovic looks sluggish today. He did look sluggish, and there was without a shadow of a doubt, he was always going to win that fight. Hrgovic was never losing that fight. Went on and won absolutely easily. Mark Mori looked like he didn't even want to bloody be there. But yet he was actually being able to land some decent shots to the body, then go upstairs. Mark Mori had actually a few highlights in the 2 minutes that fight actually went on. Hrgovic pitched shots together to get the KO on the way. As soon as he hit Mori just didn't want any of it. Went down as soon as Hrgovic landed his biggest shot, and then Mark Mori got up, and that's when Mark Mori got a rhythm. Then he got dropped again. Well, then he was turning his head from Hrgovic, but the ref didn't say anything. And then Hrgovic was going at it again. Then then the fight got stopped. It was a 2-minute fight. 2 minutes it went on for. God knows why Hrgovic took that fight. I think he's an absolute joke for that. And the fact that he was just getting hit easily, not moving around, not showing any footwork. Hrgovic was not even that good, and he's not top level. Hrgovic is not top level whatsoever. He gets absolutely destroyed by AJ, by Wilder, by Fury, by Usyk. I even think Usyk could actually get him out of there quite quick. Hrgovic is nothing special. If Zhang and Hrgovic rematch, I think Zhang absolutely batters him. I think Wallin beats Hrgovic. I think Parker beats Hrgovic. He's nothing special, put it that way. Now, I know the Croatian fans won't like me for saying it, but it's true. Hrgovic is going absolutely nowhere, and when he gets that world title shot, he's really going to hit reality. And because this man's going nowhere, to be honest with you. And the fact that he didn't even want to take a risk and fight someone half decent. He fought a 41-year-old Mark Mori, who just did not you could tell from his body movements in the ring, did not want to really be there as soon as he was getting hit. That's the thing. I mean, Mori was landing a few good ones, but as soon as he got hit, he didn't really like it. And that's someone who the #1 mandatory in the IBF, Hrgovic, is fighting. One absolute shambles that was from both guys. I'm not going to lie. One absolute disgraceful fight that was. We knew it would be disgraceful at the beginning, but honestly, it was 2 minutes of it was shameful boxing, not going to lie. I don't really like to slag a fight off or fighters off like this, but, it was an absolute shameful, disgraceful fight, which shouldn't have been put in, which should never have happened in the first place. It's an absolute shambles, to be completely honest with you. And anyway, my brother's saying something now.
He just called out. He wants the winner of Fury v Usyk.
Jeez. Yeah, he stands Hrgovic stands absolutely no chance against Fury or Usyk. I think that's a shambles. I think that's an absolute shambles. Filip Hrgovic. Oh man, I just don't know what to say on him. But I know it's just like Mori was doing some decent things before he got stopped. He just didn't like to get hit, but Mori was actually landing some alright shots. Hrgovic is so ridiculously open for Mark Mori. Imagine what these real top level guys are doing if that's what Mark Mori can do for you. What an absolute joke Filip Hrgovic is.